Alright, so this is a Qigong warm-up that I do in the morning to get Qi flowing through my body and then to my hair eventually. So what I first do is just kind of wake up the etheric body, the plant body, by tapping the meridians, not specific to the hair, just all of them. And then I'll shake off the bad energy, and then at the end I'm going to stimulate specifically the meridians that run to the hair. And this is what I do. It's the morning right now, and this is just what I do. Like, I'm filming what I normally do. And the other things I like to do when I can is get my, and this is aligned with Qigong stuff, and you connect to the earth, so barefoot on the earth, and being outside, outdoors whenever possible when you're moving, because that's, the movement is related to the air element. Our souls, our movement, air, they're all related. So moving, soul, emotions, outside, these are all things that need to go together. Anyway, so to start off, I'm just going to do some energy centering breaths. So this is bringing the heavens down to the earth. Helps lower the energy. Right, when we think, we get into like, what I got to do today, all that energy is getting pushed up into our skull. We want to bring that energy down, calming effect, and stimulate the female energy. Female is down, male is up. We want to balance the male with the female, bring everything down. It's good to engage the imagination. So visualize lowering the energy along with the movement of the arms. Right, it's movement and intent. That's Qigong. There's a visualization, there's an imagination component, that's also feminine, and then there's the movement. They both go together. Not that I'm a Qigong expert, but this is what I've gathered from multiple sources. Alright, so now I'm going to start slapping the meridians. I start down here at the ankles, inside of the legs, work up the legs, pound on the hips here, to the side, down the outside of the legs. Inside and the outside of the legs are some major Qi meridians, and I'll hit the butt a little bit. Also get the perineum here. I had to move some things out of the way there. So the perineum is between the anus and the genitals, and that's the meeting of the yin, right? Yin is female. You want to stimulate the female as much as possible. So I bang on that a little bit, not too hard. And then also hit the sacrum. So the sacrum is, you know where the sacrum is, but it comes from sacral bone, and it's related to the root chakra, which corresponds to the water element, and water corresponds to winter. So it's a good thing to work on in the winter. Right, stimulate that root chakra, that winter water element root chakra. Right, outside the legs again, up the insides. I'll do this as long as it feels like I should be doing it. Hit the sacrum again, outside. I'm going to get the perineum, move some stuff out of the way. Not to be graphic about it, but it's just facts. And then I'll hit the kidneys. Kidneys are the organ. So I'm just lightly tapping the kidney region. You know, talking to the mic. Lightly tapping the kidney region. The kidneys, like I said, are related to the water element. They're the organ that is associated with the winter. So the winter is the time to work on your kidneys. And easiest way to stimulate your kidney and kidney function is you just tap on it. Lightly tap on it. Or them. There are two of them. And then I'll hit the Ming Men. So that's an acupuncture point. It means origin of life, I think. Something to that effect. It's just the lower back. Small of the lower back. Bang on that a little bit. And then I'll work my way up. So this is the yin channel. This is the I think it's Ren Mai. It's called the conception channel. It's the major yin meridian. It runs up the middle of the front of the torso. Hit the neck a little bit. And then I'll go to the back. Back's harder to get. So the back is the major yang meridian. It runs up along the back of the spine. I don't have the flexibility to hit the middle of my back. But I do the best I can. And then I'll go to the solar plexus. The heart. This is the solar plexus chakra, which is where the heart is. The reason it's called the solar plexus, I think, is because in alchemy, that's the theme of this my YouTube channel and website. The heart corresponds to the sun in alchemy. They're related. Solar, sun, heart. That's the spirit of the organ, and it's also kind of corroborated in the Bible. If you're into the Jesus stuff, Jesus was the Son of God, or the S-U-N of God. He was the Sun God, the incarnation of the Sun God. And he said that in death, after his death, his spirit will reside in our hearts. Right? The Sun God is in our hearts. There's a lot of alchemical stuff in the Bible. Jesus himself is the sun, the end of the alchemical process, which is all over my website. But anyway, hit the solar plexus, the sun, the heart, and then over here to the armpit. This stimulates the lymphatic system. And then down along the sides, it's another major chi meridian. Meridian is the network of channels through which the life force flows. And I'm stimulating the life force flow through my body, through my plant body, through my etheric body. The plant body was the original body, and then we got our animal bodies after that, according to esoteric comparative history interpretations. What all the elites believe. Or know, rather. They don't believe it, they know that this is true. And then I'll hit the inside of the arms, come up to the hand. Now I hit the palm. So the palm is a major chi portal. We send chi, life force, out through our palm. It's kind of like, Street Fighter with and like other kind of like Oriental martial arts, like history, like where dudes are just like shooting energy out of their palms. It comes from something, and it's a chi portal. We can shoot energy, chi, life force out of our palms. And so I like to simulate that. Or this is how I was taught. I learned this not from the internet, I learned this from an actual person who studied Qigong in China at a Qigong hospital, basically, where all they do is heal people with Qigong. So I go up and down the arms a few times, hit those palms, and then I'll go to the other side, hit the chest, the solar plexus, the heart a few more times, come over to the armpit, simulate the lymphatic system, down the sides, back up, inside of the arms, palms, outside. Up the neck, and then I'll hit the head. So scalp, hairline, sides, back of the neck, up the scalp, hairline, sides of the head, top of the head, hairline, do a few rounds of that, and then come to the face, lightly tap on the face. Alright, now that I got the chi flowing, I'm going to shake off some bad energy, some bad chi. Might be good to do this before you do the tapping, actually. Get the bad energy out first and then stimulate the good energy. But it's better to do it than to not do it at all. So this shaking, this is basic shaking, this is all you have to do to get out bad energy, from what I understand. And I actually feel better after I do it. If this sounds kind of woo-woo or whatever, after I do this warm-up, I feel a lot better, and it's just based on my experience. I think it works. At the very least, you'll feel better afterwards, even if it doesn't grow all your hair back. And vigorous shaking, and you want to visualize the chi, the bad chi, the toxic chi, getting shaken off and going into the, it's dust, shaking toxic chi dust off, and it's just going into the air around you. Also, stimulatory for the lymphatic system. Anything where you're bouncing, gets the lymphatic system going. If you don't know what the lymphatic system is, it's a liquid garbage collection agency in your body. Helps get out all the toxic waste. Good thing to stimulate. Shake it out. Vigorous shaking. Alright, and then finally to stimulate the meridians for the hair specifically. So the meridians run just like this along your scalp. So all I'm going to do is just brush back with my hands. Hopefully I'm in frame here. So what I'm going to do first is warm up my hands a little bit. Alright. Clap them a little bit. The fingers are another chi portal where you can stimulate some life force flow externally. Warm them up. It works better if they're warm. Clap them. Alright, so now I'm just going to put my fingertips at my hairline, and I'm just going to brush back slowly. And I like to visualize the energy coming out of my fingertips and actually stimulating the meridians, the life force network in my scalp. So right at the hairline, slowly, with imagination. Always engage the imagination. The mind is powerful. Where the mind goes, chi goes. That is an old Qigong maxim, meaning we can control the life force with our mind. That's our unique ability as humans. We have this mind, our gift. We have a mind, and our mind can control a lot of things that we don't exercise control over. One of them is the life force. The other things are our emotions. We don't have to act on our emotions. Our mind can control our emotions. We can experience it, but we don't have to act on it. Animals can't do that. Only humans can do that. We have control over our bodily functions. We get hungry, but we don't have to eat. We can ignore that impulse. We can ignore our cravings. Animals can't do that. And with the life force, we can direct the flow of energy just with our mind. That's our power as humans. I also like to shake off the fingers after each repetition. So actually, I learned this from the internet, I don't think, it was from this old Asian guy, so I think it's legitimate. He's not just some punk kid doing YouTube videos, trying to make money like me. Not that I'm young, I'm 40. But I don't think he's part of the echo chamber. And it comes from this, I forget what the guy's name, Simiao or something. It's this emperor from one of the old Chinese dynasties, and he lived to 144, and this is the first exercise in a list of 12 exercises that he recommended you do at the beginning and end of the day for longevity. So even if it doesn't regrow your hair, it's good for longevity. Help you live to 144 if you want to live that long. And so all you do is fingers, hairline, brush it straight back. Imagine the fingertips stimulating the meridians all along the scalp. All that life force energy is going into the hair follicles that are sitting dormant, that have been miniaturized. And do this just as long as it feels right, or until my arms tire. Eventually my shoulders get fatigued and I stop. So I'm not stimulating circulation with the blood, I'm stimulating circulation with the life force, which is what I believe is lacking in our bald areas. I used to think it was blood flow, but now it doesn't make so much sense to me. I think it's deficiency in life force flow. So I'm trying to stimulate life force flow back to this area. So I'm putting those fingertips right at where I think my hairline should be and stimulating that entire scalp area. Trying to condition my etheric body to believe that this is top of my head, even though the contours indicate otherwise. And mind over matter. Not that the etheric body is matter so much, but I'm trying to use the power of my mind to condition the etheric body to put hair where it thinks it shouldn't put hair. Not that I don't trust the etheric body to do its job, but it's a fun experiment. It'll make me look better too. So yeah, I do this warm up in the morning, and then I'll do it later in the evening when I do some exercise, and I'll do this Qigong massage on my scalp specifically throughout the day a few times, even without the warm up. Sometimes, usually it's, I do it a few times during an exercise routine. And then at the end, like I'll do like a Qigong massage. This was a tapping massage, but there's also like a rubbing massage that I'll do. I'll probably make a video about that too. And I'll do some more scalp massages when I do the rubbing massage over my body. Anything else? No, that's it.